Welcome, everyone, to Fridays with Friends. I'm Priscilla Suarez, Public Benefits Staff Attorney at Coast to Coast Legal Aid of South Florida. Joining us today is Mr. Jeffrey Escarano, Information and Referral Manager from the Center for Independent Living of Broward. Mr. Escarano, it's a pleasure to have you join us today.
The pleasure is all mine. Thank you guys for having me.
Can you tell us about the Center for Independent Living and how it offers assistance to people with disabilities?
Sure. Do you mind if I share my screen?
Go ahead.
All right. So let's do a little sharing here. All right. Can everybody see this?
Yes,
Yes. All
I
right.
can see it.
So the Center for Independent Living of Broward, we are a nonprofit agency that our main goal is to assist individuals with a disability to become independent and self-sufficient. So that's our goal. When they come to us, they're looking for services. Our goal is to teach them how to acquire those services and how to continue to move forward, with their daily routines. So you can see here, our mission is to offer assistance, like I mentioned before, to people with disabilities and fulfilling the goals of independent and self-sufficient. Our mission is simple. We work hard to preserve our consumers' dignity. Our respect for people with disabilities, the main thing that we look for, and we also we love when we get everybody together. So inclusion into society is another big a big barrier that we need to break as individuals with disability. We need to make everybody understand that we are just one. Just because we have a disability does not mean that we cannot do things. It just takes us a little bit of time to get it done, but we get it done. So you can see here who we are. Like I mentioned before, we are a nonprofit agency since 1991, the Center for Independent Living of Broward. We have assisted over 100,000 individuals with a disability by fulfilling the goals and for them to be and assisting them for them to become independent and self-sufficient. The philosophy, yes. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Oh, okay. All right. So I'm going to show you guys now a couple of our programs and services that we provide. So we're going to start with the employment program. If anybody has a question in the meantime, please let me know and I will go over it. All right. So we're going to start with the employment program. So our employment program, we usually go by the ticket to work. At this moment, we don't have a staff member that's actually assisting with the ticket to work. So anybody that's interested in this specific program, we will assist them with finding a new EN provider network so we can refer them there. Some of those can be career source, VR, vocational rehabilitation, where they can assist you with this type of program. So that's the first one. Just to let you know, I'm currently working on obtaining my CWIC certification, so I can go ahead and take over the employment network that we have on
So quick question about the employment program.
Yes. Yes.
So when will the ticket portion of it start working?
So for us to start with the Ticket to Work program, we need a staff member that is certified in CWIC.
Okay.
So that actually allows you to work with Social Security, allows you to work with the individual Social Security number. You get to know their income. You get to request certain information to Social Security, like, for example, your BPQY, which is your benefits query yearly report. You get what your monthly, it shows when your disability was onset, what type of disability, your work history. So that way we know if a consumer needs to go to this entity, needs to go to the other one. That threshold would allow us also to know how much the individual can actually make before their benefits gets affected. So that's very important. There's different types of benefits, and you need to know what the threshold is for each and every one of them when it comes to how much money you can make a month.
And can you?
So with this program, we also, yes.
Can you talk about the eligibility for the employment program?
Repeat that again, please.
The eligibility. So you mentioned.
If you don't mind, repeat the question.
Oh, can you tell us about the eligibility for the employment program?
Yes. So for that specific program, for the Ticket to Work program, you need to be between the ages of 18 and 62 years old. Obviously, you need to have a disability, and obviously, you need to be receiving Social Security benefits. Depending on the type of benefits that you receive, is how we would adjust on what to do with you guys, with the individual, whether it's be to refer them to VR so they can continue with their education, so they can have a better employment possibilities, or sometimes go through career source where they're just looking for a certification or something quick that they can acquire. It depends on the specific situation. Now, we also have that I'm gonna go over now. Our youth program is youth program, high school, high tech, and employment services. This program is for kids and young adults we work with 7 high schools. I don't have the name of the 7 high school, but we go in the northern region and south region. We have 4 in the north region and 7 and 3 in the south region. I can get those school names if I can send them to you via email. So in that program, we have Nathan, who takes care of the northern region, and then we have Denise, who takes care of the south region. So this program is, like I mentioned, it's for young adults who are in those specific schools. They go from ages from 14 to 24 years old. So depending if they fall within the bracket of those 7 schools, we are able to assist them. And I'm going to show you now here on how some of the things that we can assist. So employment, we pay summer internship for kids that they come to us. We help them with finding the places that they can actually go through the summer and work at the specific jobs. And we, CIL, we will pay them for them to work so they can kind of get more experience in the field. We do mentoring with them also. Job shadowing, which is very important. When you have a kid who has a disability and he's trying to learn out there, you want to make sure that they, not only the managers and the places that they're working, they're treating them properly. Some of the students that we get, different types of mental disabilities, so they need to understand noises, things like that. They will get them a little rattled. So we teach employers how to deal with people with disabilities, how to understand them, and how to have more patience. We also do the mentoring, disabled and non-disabled professionals in high school, high tech fields. So we take them, we mentor them, we make sure that we give them the proper tools for them to be able to go out in the world once they finish their school and their jobs. We do workshops and trainings with them, as you can see here. So I love this ones because they came, and some of the activities that we do, they come to us and they go in the back, so they get to meet every staff member. We tell them what we do. We do little presentations for them. They have the questions, and it is amazing. It is an amazing program to see that you give a kid that maybe he or she don't think that they have a chance. We give them a chance, and then you see them years later, and they'll be like, "Oh yeah, I'm doing this, I'm doing that," which is great. It's good to see those things, and most of the times also we help them with equipment. Once they graduate, we give them computers, things like that, so they can feel, they can get incentives and they can feel with enough energy and power and positivity when they go out into the world and tackle their tasks themselves. Another program that we have, this was the one that Jeff was talking about, is the affordable and accessible housing. So when it comes to housing program, we are not a housing agency. So we don't own any apartments or any of the places that we help you guys look for. So what we do is we work with realtors in the community that understand our clients' condition, and they go out and try to find something cheap for our consumers to be able to afford. Now, with how the rent is now, it's becoming extremely difficult trying to place individuals. Most of the individuals that we get, they're usually in Social Security benefits. So their checks range between, let's say, between 400 to 12 to $1,300 a month, which is not enough. So this is when the Ticket to Work program becomes very important, because this is a program that can help you subsidize where you are lacking to help you. So, and again, go back to all the other resources like VR, Career Source, you guys, whatever, anybody else can help. So we do, when they come in, when they call us, we do what is called a housing seminar. So the consumers come to us and we have a PowerPoint where we explain how we can actually assist step by step, all the resources available in the community, what we do for them when, in their needs and things like that. We also have our Center for Independent Living Resource Guide. We have collected information from years and years, from 211, from other information centers that we can, and other entities that we work with. So we try to create the relationship with them so we can refer our clients. And they also get that when they come to us. We give them the realtors information. We do the legwork for them. We are on the staff. It's not unfortunately, Bobby is the only one working in the housing department at the moment. But myself, my team, we all help when it comes to the screening and the intake process. So the next program that I want to talk about is our leadership program. This is a very important program because this is a class that we do once a year for individuals in the community who are disabled and are looking to make a change. So once a month, we meet at CIL and we go over all the problems and accessibility issues in our community. And by the end of the program, the team picks a project to do on how to go and make it more accessible. I remember when I did mine was the Art Institute in downtown Fort Lauderdale. And some of the issues that we had was accessibility when it comes to the door, the amount of pounds that you have for pressure in the doors for you to push. Some of the carpet is not accessible for wheelchairs. So I don't want to say that we have tackled and accomplished every task that we have decided to tackle, but we have made little changes. We also understand that there are laws and things that people need to follow and they need to obey, and things need to be put in place. I know permits cost money and everything costs money, I understand, but we have been able to make changes in our community to make our community more accessible, to make our consumers and people with disabilities like myself feel welcome in those type of places. So this is a great program for anybody who's interested in participating. You can see that you can submit your application through there. They review your application and you have to submit it by June. I believe it's from September to September every year. So again, great program, and I think it's very beneficial, especially with the disability, the population and the disabled population is increasing, and we want to make sure that everybody is welcome at any places that they go. So great program. The next program that we have, yes.
Oh, so
You had a question, Priscilla?
No, I wanted to say all the work sounds very admirable that the Center for Independent Living is doing for the community. And so anything else that you would like to add after you explain the programs, the best way to contact the Center for Independent Living, or anything else?
Of course, yes. There's several. Would you still like me to go through the other programs?
Sure. If you could briefly go over them, and then please to share your contact information so that way, yeah.
Of course. So now we're going to talk about our core services. Let's not just go. So I'm going to stop sharing so we can go over everything quicker. Okay. So yeah. So then we have our core services, which you're looking at independent living skills. You're looking at peer support, information and referral, advocacy, and nursing home transition. So these are the main 5 cores that we focus on, and we go by that. And we want to make sure that we can imprint those and make sure that there's advocacy issues that we can tackle. Pretty much anything we can do, come our way and we do it. Then we also have, so I talk about the high school high tech, I talk about the housing, I talked about the employment. Okay, what else? So those are the programs that we have. If anybody wants to reach us, man, we also have, before I forget, we have a barrier removal program, which is very, very beneficial to homeowners who have a disability. Me, myself, I'm one. I took advantage of it. They make your house fully accessible. You need to be a homeowner, not owe any back pay, any late payments or anything, and they will make your home accessible for you. The price, they cap it at whatever they give you, My project was 90,000 and my home is fully accessible. I didn't have to pay a dime out of my pocket. So if anybody, like I said, our main goal is to assist people with disabilities. Any type of disability, we don't discriminate. We don't care if you're an illegal, non-resident, resident, we don't care. You come to us and we try to help. Anybody that has a disability and is looking for any type of services, we are available. My name is Jeffrey Escarano. Would you like me to type my direct line number here? So everybody has it, Priscilla?
Sure. Yeah,
All right. Yes, so okay, so 954-547-8561. That's my direct line number. Any questions that you guys have, more than welcome to call me. I'm also gonna put my email information here for anybody that would like to email me to get any type of information regarding services or any programs that we have available. Like I said, we are, always happy to assist anybody who's looking for any type of service that will benefit, to become more independent and achieve their goals.
well, thank you so much, Mr. Esperano, for being here with us today. And thank you
My pleasure.
and thank you to the Center for Independent Living for its services. To our audience, thanks for connecting and join us for our next Facebook Live session of Fridays with Friends.